Have you noticed that your favorite apps and websites just keep getting worse? You download a service, it's clean, it's great, it serves you. Then slowly the ads get louder, the feed gets weirder, and it feels like the company is starting to work actively against you. There's a name for this decay. It's called Enshittification. But what does this have to do with the melting glaciers and the plastic in the ocean? Everything. It sounds funny, but it's serious. Tech writer Cory Doctorow says it's a predictable 3-step cycle. Number 1, be good to users. Number 2, abuse users to please businesses like advertisers. Number 3, abuse businesses to serve only the company's profits. It's the shift from building something useful to a single relentless goal, extraction. Think of the tech giants, Amazon, Google, Facebook, as a greedy landlord. They built a great apartment building, the platform. They loved having you as a tenant, the user. But once they got rid of all the other apartment buildings in the area and created a monopoly, they realized they didn't need to try anymore. They raised the rent, aka shove in ads and sell you data. They let the building fall apart, aka worse service. And when you try to fix a leaky faucet or move out, they hit you with massive fees and legal walls, aka IP laws and lock-ins. The landlord's permanent business model is now extraction, squeezing maximum value out of the building and you until it is a wreck. The problem really isn't just a bad app, it's the extraction business model itself. Now let's look at the biggest platform of them all, planet Earth. The global economy is currently run with the same logic as the greedy landlord. Giant corporations in fossil fuel, mining and food see the air, water and soil as resources to be extracted from until the system collapses. They are creating planetary enshittification. And here are the direct parallels. Monopolies are blocking climate action. Just like tech giants kill app competition, energy monopolies kill clean energy competition. They use their enormous power to lobby governments, delay climate laws, and keep burning oil and coal because it's the most profitable thing for them to do. Next, right to repair and massive e-waste. When your phone or coffee machine is designed to break and impossible to fix, it forces you to buy a new one. This is called planned obsolescence. And then every new device requires new mining for resources like lithium and rare earth and new factory emissions. Doctorow calls the legal barriers to repair the felony contempt of business model. For the planet, on the other hand, it is simply a felony contempt of life. So okay, but why does that matter to you? This isn't just a political or an abstract issue. You are paying the price right now. We all are. We're paying with our wallet because the extraction model costs us all money. We pay for the endless devices, high electricity bills from inefficient tech, and the cleaning up of pollution through our taxes. We're also paying with our time and our mental health. The decaying ad-filled platforms are literally designed to be addictive and frustrating, extracting our attention and well-being. We also pay with our future. Every broken appliance and every barrier to clean energy locks in a world of worse outcomes for ourselves and our children. All of us facing more extreme weather and higher living costs. The fight against enshittification and for the climate are the same. It is a fight for control of our world, physical and digital. So okay, but what can we do? We can change the system by doing the opposite of what the landlord wants. The solution, according to Doctorow, is to empower the forces they have broken: competition, repair, and labor. There are 3 focused actions that you can do today. There is the repair choice, like a toaster, a phone, or a laptop. Try to repair it or use a local repair shop to help you repair it. And support the right to repair movement in your region. This way you save money and you reduce demand for new resources and manufacturing emissions. Whenever possible, choose smaller, locally owned and ethical services over the massive monopolies. Use independent search engines, local businesses over massive online retailers, and chat apps that prioritize privacy. This way you slowly chip away at the consolidated power that resists climate action. And finally, support support efforts to strengthen labor rights and workers' power, whether in a union or in an advocacy group. Support politicians and policies that fight monopolies and corporate concentration. Because when workers have power, they can force large companies to prioritize safety and sustainability over pure extraction. Okay, so this isn't just about saving this planet. This is also about making all of our lives, whether digitally or physically, better. The decay of the digital work shows us exactly how power works. The same extractive pressure that makes your feet useless is the same pressure that heats up the atmosphere. The good news is the cure is the same. Demand better design, more choice, and real control. Don't just delete an app. Join the fight against the system that broke it in the first place. So if this video made you think differently about your phone or the planet, hit the like button and leave a comment telling us what is the app that you currently use that is most enshittified. Thank you for joining me today. See you again soon.